Hey y'all, welcome to Large Family Diabetic Cooking. This is Stephanie. I'm doing a collaboration. This is Angler Month, Angler April 2023. And I want to thank Dale from 9 Acre Farms for this collaboration. This collaboration has to deal with fish. It's catch and, prepare it, clean it, prepare it, and everything like that. But I don't fish. I'm not putting no worm on no hook, because if I gotta touch it, ain't gonna happen. I'm just saying. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I went and bought me some shrimp. So he said I could do that. So I got some shrimp. I already cooked it and prepared it. I put it in the oven. I did a little drizzle of olive oil over it, sprinkled some onion powder, some garlic powder, and some Old Bay seasoning. Popped it in the oven. They were done in less than 5 minutes on 350. Then I boiled my potatoes. I got those mashed up in my mixer here, because we're going to make homemade gnocchi, and we're going to make a Alfredo sauce, and we're making it from cream cheese. So, but I'm doubling up the recipe though. So I got my cream cheese in my pan here. I need to put my water on because it has to come to a boil. And right now I have my water. Oh, I only got one cookie left. They went fast. I got my milk on. Grab my whisk. My milk and 2 blocks of cream cheese. So we're melting the cream cheese in this. So I'm trying to get that together. I'm trying to get it to do what I need it to do. So right now we're going to do our gnocchi part of it. So I need 1.5 cups of flour. And I have 2 pounds of potatoes that are already cooked and mashed. You want to cook your potatoes till they're completely done, and you want them to be able to mash up. You want to mash them up to the consistency of almost, you want to cook them pretty good so that they come up in the consistency of baby food. So I did that. So let me get that out of this. And I mashed it. No salt, no butter, no milk. Just plain old potatoes. 2 pounds, which is what I have here. And we're going to knead this flour into our potato mixture, into our mashed potatoes. I'll be over there in a second. Because I need to have my sauce done have my sauce done. So that way, when we get ready to boil our gnocchi, it's ready to go into sauce. I have milk and 2 blocks of a cup of milk, 2 blocks of cream cheese, okay, I'm going to add some, I might have to add some more milk because it has to be pretty loose. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of onion powder. And then I'm going to add some Italian seasoning. And I'm going to add some parsley. All right, I need to flip it. All right. I'm going to add a little bit more milk. And then I'm going to add some garlic. And I'll show you my shrimp here in a minute. I had some garlic that I had sliced up and had frozen, so I'm going to add some of that to this. Alright, so let me close this back up and put this back in the freezer so that it doesn't thaw. Now, I'm going to open up my Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to shred some of that in here. All right, I need to taste this. It's going to need some salt. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of my go-to, a little bit of chicken bouillon, but I'm only going to do like a teaspoon maybe. But I want to see if this gives us enough salty taste, because if it does, I'm not going to add any salt at all. That's not working. There we go. The tip broke off, but it will melt down in there. Let's get this to melt down in there. Again, different finger. milk because it's just a little too thick. Way too thick. I don't want it too thick. Alright, so while this cheese melts, just in case that cheese doesn't melt, I have some Parmesan cheese, so if it doesn't melt, I will add this to it. So let's work on our gnocchi. Now, you should not need to add an egg, because if it's soft enough to the consistency of baby food, you should not need to add an egg at all. So we're going to knead the flour. This is 2 pounds of russet potatoes. And you need to be able to knead all of this 1.5 cups of flour into your potatoes. Kaden. Almost got it all kneaded in there. Kaden, baby.
Yeah.
I need you to take the garbage down on the front porch, please. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, I was going to play outside anyway. That's the first thing I was going to do.
Excuse me. You don't tell me what you're going to do. You ask me if you can play outside.
Look what we made an art today.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
You asked me.
Okay, can I go and play outside, please?
Yes, you can. Do you have any homework?
No.
Okay, take the garbage down first and then you can play. What'd you make?
Okay, so this is what I made an art today.
In school?
Uh-huh. A cupcake.
Nice. You made a cupcake.
Uh-huh.
That's my boy, my cooking boy.
We made it. Shrimp? Yes.
Yep, we're having shrimp Alfredo and you cannot have that. I need you all to say a prayer for my daughter. She went to the hospital today. She thinks she may have caught a cold, but I think it might be her iron acting up because she's really tired, shaky. But she said she had a seizure last night that woke her up out of her sleep. So, all right, we don't want to, there's a piece of potato that did not. All right, so now let me stir my sauce. Okay, I'm going to have to add some shaker Parmesan cheese because that cheese is not melting. So I'm going to add 1/2 cup. And it's usually salty, so I'm not going to add any salt to this. And I'm going to let it cook. I got my water coming to a boil, so that way when we get ready to boil our gnocchi, it's ready. All right, I need this in the sink, this over here, this out of my way. All right, I'm gonna get a pan. I'm gonna put a tea towel on it, and then I'm gonna sprinkle it with some flour, so that if you have any lint-free towels, use those. I do not, so I'm going to sprinkle it with flour to prevent any lint from getting on it. From getting on our gnocchi. Sorry about that, but I had to get on my grandson because we have little ones here and they know to ask. And before they're allowed to do anything, and I don't want him thinking that he can get away with telling me what he's going to do. Take the garbage down, Bob? Oh, he must have went back outside. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's all there was just 2 bags.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby. Okay, I got my water. All right. Now I need to taste this. And I'm going to show you my shrimp too. I need a spoon. I need to see if I need to add more Parmesan cheese. Nope, it's perfect. You don't need the salt, you don't need no nothing. Okay, that's done. Let me put this milk in the fridge, and we're gonna roll out our gnocchi. Put it on our pan, and you're going to cook your gnocchi in boiling salted water. In boiling salted water. And that's the way it should look. So let me move this out of the way. Now we're going to roll it out. I want to get me one of those gnocchi boards, so I can put the lines in them. They say you can do it with a fork, but the gnocchi board looks easier to use than a fork. So, and then you're going to cut them 1 inch. And then we're going to space them. We're going to put them on here. And you will only cook them for you'll cook them till they float to the top. And then once they float to the top, you're going to set your timer for 1 minute. At a rolling boil. After that 1 minute, you will take them off and they will immediately go into your sauce. I'm using all-purpose flour and all you're going to do is just roll and pull a little bit as you roll. You don't want them too thick. You only want them like maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. And then you cut them. Now, I did my shrimp, like I said, I did my shrimp on 350. And I cooked those. I drizzled them with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, and Old Bay seasoning. And let me show you how my shrimp turned out. Show you how that's it. So once the gnocchi's done, that's going to go in the sauce, and the shrimp's going to go in the sauce too. So, and I want to get some of these done so I can show you. What these look like. Now, I also got 3 new subscribers, and I want to thank you all for subscribing. I appreciate you all very much. My subscribers are Elizabeth Willis, Michelle Vaughn, and BD. Thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate you all, and I hope you all like what you see. Now, I normally I do diabetic free cooking, but today, like I've said before, I ran out of, or didn't run out of, I have only a little bit left, and I want to save that for my baking of my carbulose low carb flour. So I got these done. So what I want to do is I need to turn my water up. And we're going to get ready and boil a few of these. Here. So, like I said, I have just a little bit of that left. And so I use regular all-purpose flour for this. So for those of you that are a diabetic, I want to make this with the carbulose flour. And I found a recipe that you can make gnocchi with a Bisquick-like flour. So we're going to try it. I want to see how it turns out. I don't know if you can see what I'm... Now, when you boil these, they'll float to the top and they'll puff up. But what you'll need to do is, like I said, you'll set a timer for 1 minute. And then after that 1 minute, you will take them out of a water. You want to use a slotted spoon, and it automatically goes directly into your sauce. Alright, so let me get these on here, and then we're going to start boiling these up. Or get them in the flour. And then we're going to boil these up. Hear my water boiling, so we're ready. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to add my shrimp into my sauce and stir that. All right, this is ready. Now. So I'm going to get out my slotted spoon right here, so that way it's ready, and we're going to drop some of the gnocchi in the water. You don't want to put too many in, because you don't want them, ouch, sticking together, which is exactly what they're trying to do. New, new, new. And you want to have your water salted and boiling. And then when it comes to when they float, you want to set your timer Look at that sauce. All full of shrimp. Wash your hands real quick. And you want to cook these in batches. You don't want to overcrowd them. Okay, they're up top. Timer, 1 minute. Start. They're floating up top. Now you want to cook them for 1 minute. And then they're going to go directly into the sauce. and then we'll do the next batch. We got 30 seconds. And then we'll pull them out and they'll go directly into the sauce. And then we'll do the next batch. I need some water. All right. And these should be light and pillowy and fluffy, and that's exactly the way they look. And they're going to go right into the sauce. All right, let's get the next batch in. Put about 15 in. And I'm going to stir these. Every so often to keep them from sticking together. Let's stir this in the sauce. My daughter some comfort food. All right, now timer, 1 minute. Start. Okay, now I'm going to get a bowl. I'm going to put some of this sauce in a bowl, and then I'm going to put some of the gnocchi in this and stir it up and taste it. 12 minutes, or 12 seconds, sorry. Take some of this gnocchi and add it to this sauce. And then we're going to add the rest of this. Okay, let me get the next 15 in. We're going to stir it. Thirteen, 14, 15. Now I'm going to stir this. stir this. And I'm going to stir this and try this. Alright, here we go. Let's stir this up. It is hot. It looks delicious. So, I'll take a piece. Mmm. They're light and fluffy. They're really good. So, my name is Stephanie Harriet. I'm with Large Family Diabetic Cooking. Thank you all so much for joining me. We are also doing I want to thank Dale at 9 Acre Family Farms for this collaboration. And we are having a giveaway on April 30th at 6 p.m. on 9 Acre Farms Family Channel. 9 Acre Family Farms on their channel. So, you'll want to look up under Angler April 2023. And it's for the whole month of April, and you'll get to see all different kinds of fish meals that you might want to make for your family. So again, this is Stephanie from Large Family Diabetic Cooking. Thanks again, and I'll see you all later.